Good morning. Today I'm going to share my first experience of international webinar. Webinar is a seminar that is conducted over internet. So this webinar was related with TEFL, TESOL. So TEFL stands for Teaching English as Foreign Language and TESOL stands for Teaching English to the speakers of different languages. Suppose if I get a chance to teach Chinese children. So obviously they are not the native speaker of English. So it's quite difficult to teach such students. But this webinar successfully explained how to teach the students of those countries whose first language is not English. Means this webinar explained and gave many tips to teach the non-native speakers. So it was quite interesting topic. This webinar was conducted by Kevin Momul, an international program advisor. He invited me from India to attend this webinar. You know how? It's quite amazing. He viewed my video on difference between ESL and EFL. Do you remember this video? This is my first video on this channel. And in this video, I explained the difference between ESL and EFL. And he liked it very much. So he invited me through mail to attend this webinar. So students, this webinar was held on 24th June at USA Mountain Time 6 p.m. and the Indian Standard Time is almost 11 hours ahead of Mountain Time. So the meeting started at 6 p.m. according to Mountain Time, but I joined it at 5:30 a.m. and I thoroughly enjoyed this webinar because the topic was of my interest. It was quite instructive also, as Kevin Mammal gave many, functional tips to teach EFL and ESL. So being inspired by his tips, now I'm going to start spoken classes on this channel and I will implement those tips given by him. So I request you all, the lovers of ESL, to join spoken classes where I will teach you Indian English and later I will also teach American and British accent. So let's see the glimpse of this webinar.
Anybody is experiencing issues, please post in there. I will surely, that pops up on my screen, so I'm able to see if anybody's having difficulties. I do think we're probably good for the moment. And secondly, somebody did just ask if we can get a copy of the slideshow. Yes, I will be sending out a recorded version of this webinar tomorrow to all registrants. Cool, we're just gonna go ahead and get started here. Like I said, use that chat box if you need it. I will only be responding to anything during the webinar if it's an urgent or technical issue. However, I will also have time for a Q&A at the end. So if you see any questions, put those in there and we'll definitely have some time to help out with that. And yeah, you're welcome to record this if you are able to do that. I'm actually not sure if it'll let you, but okay. So this is our TEFL TESOL webinar. This is a service that I do try to offer every month or so, just have some sort of live session to help introduce people to Bridge. So that is, that's something that I just feel like it's a good way to connect with people. Obviously, we are primarily an online company, so it's nice to offer this service to help inform people about what our organization does and how we can assist them. My name is Kevin. If you've been